Hey guys, in today's video what we're going to cover is changing your yarn guides on your flyer. What I'm going to do is show you how to remove these and install the larger yarn guides that are supplied in other kits. These are also sold as accessories, as well as covering how to replace the yarn guides and replacing them with aluminum yarn guides that are also available on the website. You'll notice in this packet there is a 1/16 Allen wrench. These Allen wrenches are supplied with extra guides as well as with your flyer when you purchased it, or your spinner as well. This is a 1/16 Allen wrench. So let's get started. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Allen wrench and I'm going to push it, well not push it, but place it through the hole here in the top of the guide. You'll notice that there is a screw here that we're going to take out, and there's one here and here that we need to remove. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down and remove the screw out of the traveling carriage. You'll notice that the screw actually stays with the guide itself, and I'll set it off to the side. Once I've done that, I want to remove this screw and this screw off the stationary guide. Let's loosen that one. Remember guys, is lefty loosey, righty tighty. So we remove that guide. I'll go ahead and leave the screws in the guide anyway for later. What we then do is we will take this guide here, and with the screws that are supplied with these guides, if they're purchased separately, is we will take this screw and we want to put it in this hole here, and there's one here. You can see it on the bottom side. So what we do is I actually place the Allen wrench through the hole in the top of the guide, and then what I do is I put the screw on the end of the Allen wrench. That allows me to pull the Allen wrench back through and put that screw in the hole. You'll see there. Okay. Once I've done that, I'll do it with the second hole. I'll push this through, put the screw on the Allen wrench, and do the same thing. Now that I have both of my screws in place, I will put it on top of the flyer with the adjacent holes here, and I will get one screw started, not to tighten it yet, and then I'll go to the other side and tighten that one to the base. Then I will move back to the one that I first installed and go ahead and tighten it down. Once I do that, I do not over tighten these screws. These are 440 screws. They do not take a lot of torque in order to work. So, finger tight is plenty. So now we're going to move to the traveling carriage. The traveling carriage with the traveling guide, I will put the Allen wrench through the top hole in the guide and into the screw. Once I do that, then I will just line up the screw to the hole in the top of the traveling carriage to make sure not to over tighten, just finger tight, and it will hold fine. You'll see there that they are replaced and they're tight and they are ready to spin. So let's go ahead and remove these, and now what we want to do is install the aluminum guides. These aluminum guides, I'm going to take this off and talk while we're getting prepared for the others. The aluminum guides are made of 7075 T6 aluminum. And what that means is it's a highly, it's a very strong aluminum that we actually e-coat or anodize that reduces wear. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out of the package, and you'll notice that we have one screw that's actually in the base that I need to take out to make sure that you guys understand. Sorry, sometimes the screws find their ways into places they shouldn't while shipping. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace the stationary guide and the traveling guide here. So there's one caveat here relative to this stationary base here of the stationary guide. What we need to do is we actually need to remove the aluminum guide before we install it. And the reason why is because we need access to the base and the holes in the base plate. You'll also notice that the base plate has a square boss on one side, and that's, you can see it there, versus the smiley face cradle here. The boss end needs to go towards the traveling carriage. So I will place that in its proper location. And I will put the first screw in. Once we've done that, we'll put the screw on the left-hand side. And now it's time to put the yarn guide on. The yarn guide, what I'll do is I'll put the Allen wrench through the top screw or top hole and into the screw here. Once I do that, then I simply align the two holes, and the yarn guide will actually nestle itself into the cradle there in the base. Now that we've done that, you'll notice that there's a screw already in the traveling carriage. What I'll do is I'll put the Allen wrench through the hole into the screw and line up the screw with the hole in the top of the traveling carriage. Once I do that, I simply tighten it down finger tight, and now it's ready. Everything's tight and it's ready to spin. So if you guys have any questions, please reach out to us. Again, we hope you enjoy our product, and happy spinning to everyone. Take care and have a good day. Bye-bye.